Hello, happy Friday. I'm coming live with my colleague Rita Fleming. My name is Amy Krynicki. I'm a regenerative health practitioner, and Rita is also in the detox field. She's a regenerative health detox specialist. And we wanted to come and talk to you about a new group offering that we are releasing and starting June 1st, called Beauty Within. And this is a beautiful program for really finding yourself and going deep into self care. Rita, you want to talk a little bit about the program?
Yeah. Thanks, Amy. Welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Rita. And Beauty Within means so much to us. So it's really a program around reclaiming our wholeness and finding our wholeness and accepting all parts of ourselves or different parts of our lives that maybe we've rejected in the past. And so we're going to have an incredible weekly accountability support group holding space for everybody to show up for themselves on a weekly basis and implementing just small weekly habits that are transformative. So I want to share a little bit about my story pertaining to beauty within because it's been life-changing for me. So many people know me as an athlete and an entrepreneur who has helped thousands of women to transform their lives alongside Amy. And it's been a huge honor for us to have impacted families and being able to create generational health and peace and purpose. But what many people don't know is there was a time in my life when I really forgot my worthiness and my strength and my own beauty. And I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. And honestly, I judged myself really harshly compared to the woman that I once was. And 2011 was a season in my life when I really felt broken. And I was putting all the pieces back together again after a relationship that hadn't served me. And I'd really abandoned myself and put someone else's happiness and dreams above my own. And in the process, I really lost myself and became miserable. And on top of that, I was 40 pounds overweight and I was in chronic pain from a car accident that I'd been in 6 years earlier. And it felt like the accident was yesterday because I held so much pain and tension and trauma in my body, in my cells. And so I went from a time in my life when I felt so alive to feeling really numb. And I went from being one of the fastest women in the state to walking with a limp. And from believing I could do anything and be anyone to really struggling to find purpose. And so it was a time in my life where I felt like at one point I was lighting up a room, and at this point I was just swallowing back my tears, and it felt like I couldn't breathe. And when I looked in the mirror, I saw someone who had lost her dreams and someone who didn't live up to her potential. And I was embarrassed by her because I knew what I was capable of. I knew what my strength was. But somehow I couldn't find that woman anywhere. And Beauty Within was the program that helped, what was like the lifeline that I needed during that time in my life. And within 3 days of adding this program into my life, which we'll dive into, the lights came on in my body. And it was the first time in 15 years that I recognized myself and that I felt like myself. And so it really was a homecoming. And I finally felt like I could breathe. And after 3 months of incorporating this program in, I signed up for my first 5K, and I ended up getting eighth place off the couch, which was really fun. And my recovery was amazing. The next day, I wasn't tired or sore. So Beauty Within to me was really a second chance at my life and at my dreams. And in the process, I learned to never give up on myself, because there's always a solution out there for whatever it is that we're facing. And I learned that our bodies are amazing and they can do incredible things if we provide them with the proper care and internal terrain and nutrient dense foods and self-care. And I also learned that even if no one believes your dreams are possible, if you just continue to take one step in front of the other, you will find a way, and then you become evidence of what's possible. And today I have zero pain and I'm thriving. So just really want to give hope to others to never give up on yourself, regardless of what you're going through, because there are always solutions. So beauty within is really giving yourself that second chance and permission to show up for yourself fully and to love ourselves unconditionally. So we're going to be hosting this amazing container for personal transformation and collective transformation. And we're going to be working with the top 1% nutrient dense foods in the world, the highest quality and purity and potency. And what most people don't know is that our soils are really deeply degraded. Only 1% of our soils on the planet are thriving and allow for nutrient density. And the soil is where all of the medicinal properties of our plants and our herbs and our food comes from, and where all the alkaloids. So we're working with regenerating the soils and working with regenerating our bodies at the same time through these nutrient dense foods. And we're going to be flooding our bodies with this food, which creates an alkaline environment, which allows our cells to absorb nutrients, allows our cells to eliminate toxins and waste and inflammation. And this really supports the process of bioregeneration, which is our body's own intelligence to heal and regenerate. And then the superfoods have beautiful, gentle, detoxifying and cleansing properties because we're alkalizing. And so it's going to bring oxygen to all of our tissues, and we can support cleaning up our lymphatic system and support all the organs and systems of our body through whole foods and herbs. So I'm really, really excited about it. And we'll also be focusing on deep sleep. This is a really important piece of bioregeneration, is balancing out our sleep cycles and our hormones so that we can really repair and regenerate. And when we're sleeping, it's not only for our physical body, but it's for our mental, emotional well-being as well. And then we're going to focus on stress reduction. So balancing our hormones, supporting our nervous system, balancing our, endocrine system and adrenals. And again, all through whole foods. And we're also adding in exercise and movement and mindfulness. So yeah, Amy, what questions do you have about the program to dive deeper?
Yeah, thank you, Rita. Thanks for sharing your story. It's so potent, and I mean, I can relate so much. I've shared my story a couple times in this group, but I mean, when I found Rita and regenerative health, it's almost been 3 years now. I'm looking at May, so I was dealing with fibromyalgia and the toxic load that I had no idea. But going into this deeply, I found myself again with just the first 30 days. Like, I had no idea what it felt like to be deeply nourished. So I'm really excited for people to be joining us in this. And I love our community of practitioners and that we work in community so that, I mean, I've looked for cleanses, I've looked for things, and I think something that's different about when we have these programs is that you get a community and you get to work with practitioners. You're not doing this alone. I see a lot of questions in this group flying around about parasite cleansing and this and this and that, and there's a lot of different things going on. And this is such a beautiful, safe way of parasite cleansing because we're putting more nutrients in than we're pulling out. A lot of things can just be indiscretionary binding to things that we need to keep in our body. So um, we are going to be focusing on a collagen pack, and that's another question that gets thrown around in this group a lot, is like, what kind of collagen should I be taking? And I try to answer a lot of these ones with, please don't, please don't take collagen. Our bodies don't assimilate. Do you want to touch on that, and like how do we get to the root cause of collagen production?
Yes. Okay. I love this. So we're going to be working with an amazing formulation that helps your body to produce its own collagen, which is really important. And our collagen has so many important, benefits. It's not just our skin and our beauty. It also holds the strength and structure of our body and our spine and our alignment and injury recovery. So it's a really important component. And most of us are not absorbing or utilizing our calcium properly, which leads to connective tissue weakness. And that can lead to prolapses in the body, that can lead to muscle weakness, that can lead to injury, that can lead to wrinkles. And so what we're doing is we're really supporting cleaning up our system and supporting our parathyroid gland, which is in charge of our calcium utilization. And that allows us to strengthen and tone all of our muscles and connective tissue. And this was huge for me when I was, getting out of chronic pain and healing from all of those injuries. It just allowed my body to rebalance. And so this is something that we can strengthen. This is something that we can tone just through daily maintenance of the whole foods and herbs that we're going to be working with in this program. Yeah.
Beautiful system. This is what I've been taking right now. I have an injury. I have a broken leg, and this is what's helping me. Then an alkaline diet, using this collagen support to go deep. And I mean, we always say if you take it, you stop making it too. So if you're taking collagen supplements, your body stops taking and stops making it. So you're in this loop, just like sleep aids and stuff like that, that actually are preventing us from producing our own melatonin. So we have some beautiful combinations that we'll be using for sleep, for muscle, for inflammation. I want to touch about like the hormone balancing that this helps with.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So this is a huge component for all of us at any phase of our life, is working with hormone balance. And that has so much to do with our gut health, which we're going to be working with. It has so much to do with our endocrine system, which balances all of our hormones and emotional regulation, nervous system regulation. So we're going to be supporting all the systems of the body. And then we also have our plant-based amino acids, which help us to balance our hormones throughout the day. So we don't get into like that fight or flight state, which so many of us get into in the morning, because many of us accidentally skip breakfast or, get busy and don't necessarily take care of ourselves. So this is an easy way that is so bioavailable that it's going to give your organs and tissues what they need to balance our hormones and also balance and regulate our mood and emotions at the same time.
So let's touch on how people can participate.
Yay. Yeah. So, connect back in with Amy, and she can get you all set up. And if you have any questions, this is 100% customizable, and this is for you and for your goals and your vision. And then we have an amazing supportive container and safe space for everybody to really step into your own greatness and all that we're capable of, because so many of us just settle, because we're used to dealing with pain or inflammation or bloating or whatever it may be, or brain fog. But this allows us to step into such a deeper level of freedom and purpose so that we have the energy to show up, for our passions and our joys and our relationships. And so, connecting in with Amy, I recommend getting started by signing up by the 25th so that we can all get started together on the 1st. And, it breaks down to save you so much time and energy, and it will save you on your grocery bill too, because you're getting these nutrient dense foods shipped to your door. And it works out to be $6 for an organic meal, which you can't even get a coffee for that. And it's so nutrient dense that I eat 2/3 less because I'm getting everything that I need. So it's going to save you so much time, energy, and then it will flood your body with all of your whole food vitamins and minerals and proteins and everything that you need. So all your bases will be covered.
I know the question of pregnancy or nursing, this is a really amazing protocol for both situations. We would just pause on the parasite part and just put that aside for a couple months until you're done out of your nursing phase. But everything else is very safe for you and baby and so, so nourishing, right?
Yes, yes. And on that topic, so many mothers are really depleted because they've given everything and so much of themselves. And so this helps you to replenish. And also, if you're either going into pregnancy or if you're in postpartum, it will help balance out all those hormones and emotions too, and really nourish your baby at every level. So yay, I love that. That's a good.
Absolutely. And another way you can participate is if you are a health practitioner, if you're in the beauty field, if you're a chiropractor, or anyone that's dealing with clients, coaches, you can join us on the practitioner side and we can help you help your clients. Like, let's have a better, bigger reach, like working community. It's hard to be a solo entrepreneur. And if you're smart, you've learned that multiple streams of income are so important right now. So we're able to teach you how to do that too. So
Mhm.
I know
Yeah,
that's love for love to teach other women about too, Rita, right?
yeah, absolutely. And this is such a movement that's really necessary, like regenerating our soils and which impacts our water and air quality, and working with nutrition at the highest capacity because all of our children and our school systems, it's so important. Like our food system impacts everything else. So if you are, working with clients at any capacity and you want to make a bigger impact on helping your clients achieve the goals that they're looking to achieve, this is unmatched and so amazing. And we'd love to support you in that journey because it's completely transformed my life. My health, it's brought me home to myself. And then on the business side of being able to make that impact that I want to make in the world, and be able to create the lifestyle that I want to from that is just the biggest gift ever. So this is all about win 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 and uplifting each other at every level.
I think that's about it for me. I don't have any other questions. Do you have anything else? Or
I think that's all. Yeah. And if anyone has questions, just reach out and we're happy to answer. And yeah, we hope you all have an amazing day and bless you on your journey to thriving at every level.
yeah, thank you so much, Rita, for coming on and sharing with me. And
Yeah.
hope
Thank
everyone has a
you.
beautiful day. Thank you.
Bye.